Guys, today I have for you something really freaking delicious and quite frankly pretty goddamn spectacular setup which will annihilate any legendary room in just in a couple seconds. The reasons are really simple. You will have unlimited amount of seeker mines and ridiculous damage, armor regen, yada, all the good stuff. When you clicked on Butcher's video, you know what's coming. Insanity! The one and only Uncle Butcher in the building. If you're new here, hey bastard, welcome to the family. Hit that like, smash that sub, or leave a heavy comment. It truly depends on your preference. But long story short, guys, here we have huge amount of synergies, and maybe at first sight some things will not make any sense as usual, but eventually the build will work out and we have huge amount of synergies. One of them, exotic sawyer knee pads with your capacitor exotic assault rifle. Sawyer knee pads are extremely dope on legendary difficulty. Explosions will not stagger you, you can sit behind the cover, throw your skills, stack your capacitor, really nice synergy. And don't forget that sawyer knee pads will give you 30% extra weapon damage boost, but exotic assault rifle capacitor will give you by each or with each skill tier 7.5% extra weapon damage. So you are stacking really nice damage, and it doesn't matter that you are using skill build. You are getting raw weapon damage anyways, and damn, sometimes you can clear ads pretty goddamn quickly. But the sweetest part here is of course my talent combination calculated and tech support. But before we get into the sweetest part, quick word from today's sponsor, Diving.net. If you don't have enough time or good teammates but you still want to have all the best items in your game, then Diving.net is set for you. They have absolutely amazing team on consoles, they will complete your order super quick, everything happens through account sharing. This service has been working for many years. They have tons of customer reviews, you can check everything by yourself. But now with my promo code RBDIV you will have 15% discount on all services. It's an amazing deal, especially when right now they have some crazy sales. Check them out. If you have any questions, drop comment down below or contact the operator and he will tell you everything you should know. But in terms of this setup, like I said, it's never ending seeker mine build. And let's be honest here, seeker mines are kinda terrible. This skill was easily one of my favorite skills to use previously. Hardwired gears, it was absolutely destroying strongholds because you could spam those seekers like crazy. They would hit your targets easily, the explosions would deal nasty damage, you got the point. You could easily complete the game without breaking a sweat with that setup, but multiple times seekers got nerfed. Now they are stupid, like stupid. They sometimes will basically lose the track of your target, they will not hit your targets, and enemies are jumping all the time out of your seekers. Pretty goddamn annoying, so multiple fixes or tweaks to seeker mines or how they work in the game, and I honestly hate that shit. So only way how to be really effective or efficient with your seekers, that you are throwing them basically non-stop, otherwise you are losing skill, you are losing damage. So only way, like I said, how to be effective with those bad boys, if you are able to throw them basically non-stop, and only in that way you're gonna deal some okay damage, unfortunately the way it is. And with that, it's not enough, because seeker mines are pretty goddamn weak by itself. You have to stack your skill damage with capacitor, exotic assault rifle, with technician specialization, and so on. You got the idea. Technician specialization in this case is really important because we are getting one extra skill tier. Now it depends on your preference, you could roll one more armor core attribute or one more offensive core attribute for extra weapon damage. Disrupt grenades extremely handy against legendary enemies, dogs, war machines, drones, you name it. So yeah, really nice specialization. For weapons, I'm using AK with preservation. It works with your skills as well. Kill non-elite enemy or any enemy at all and you will get armor back. extra healing, extra survivability. But our one of the main weapons here, of course, will be exotic assault rifle Capacitor. Capacitor will provide you with full stacks with extra freaking 60% skill damage, baby. Barbecue chicken, that's pure barbecue chicken. 60% skill damage boost is pretty goddamn nasty, and with each skill tier you will get 7.5% weapon damage boost. Pretty goddamn amazing work and really nice synergy with your exotic sir knee pads. For pistol I'm using named pistol, which will give me one extra skill tier with instinct siege turret. Striker turret will activate instinct non-stop. My seekers can deal one more damage, and I have one more extra skill tier. So again, you can play with some core attributes here. It depends what you like more. More armor, more weapon damage. And since we are using armor again, actually some armor is kinda decent and weapon damage is okay also. So for the mask I'm using Empress International mask with armor regen and skill damage, and honestly for skill setups armor regen is really nice attribute to use as your second tier attribute. And in mod slots I'm using protection from elites, really helpful. For chest piece I'm using named Empress International chest piece with perfectly skilled talent, and this talent actually can give you seekers back quite often. Sometimes you can get 3 or 4 times seekers back in a row, so that will increase your DPS output immediately. Perfect option is the only way how to go here, at least for me. You could use normal, but those extra percents are really important in this game. For holster I'm using Wyvern for extra skill damage again. Skill damage and armor regen as my second tier attribute. For backpack I'm using calculated talent. Since we will sit behind the cover most of the time, kills will be produced behind the cover anyway on legendary difficulty, so perfect synergy. And this will work with your weapons, so you are stacking your weapon damage, you can kill enemies, and you are getting smaller cooldown by 10 seconds. Pretty goddamn nice synergy. So if in our case perfect calculated is not procced for those seekers back for us or hasn't deleted the cooldown for us, we can actually kill enemies and we will still reduce cooldown pretty much easily with that talent on our backpack. For gloves I'm using 511 named gloves, armor for armor and kill attribute, and of course skill damage on those bad boys. That's my one more seeker here for survivability reasons, and we're gonna finish this setup with exotic sir knee pads, baby. Those knee pads are really dope on legendary difficulty. You will not be staggered, so you can sit behind the cover non-stop. You can basically stack your weapons. It will work with your calculated talent because you are sitting behind cover and killing enemies. You are reducing your cooldown. Capacitor will be stacked as well. You are getting extra weapon damage. So I mean, really dope setup for legendary difficulty and for heroic difficulty. You can do anything with this build. Maybe in team play sometimes it's really challenging to proc your talents because again, just like with Memento backpack, the last kill could be the issue, but if you're a solo player, this is the way to go, baby. Bye.